What do you plan to do this year to lose weight and get healthy? This is not a rhetorical question. I want you to sound off in the comments below as to what your plans are. Have you ever asked yourself the question, why is it so hard to me to lose weight and keep it off? I ask myself this question all the time because I've been battling my weight since I was 10 years old.
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show.
Now, there can always be some hormonal factors why people can't lose weight, especially if you're a woman, especially if you're a woman of a particular age, like 40s and 50s, like me, I'm 56. Also, younger women have trouble too when they suffer from PCOS, and I suffered from that when I was younger, and I definitely found it to be an uphill battle to lose weight. But after going to Jenny Craig in 1987 and losing a lot of weight, I do realize that it has something to do with the calories. You know what I mean? At its basic level, if you eat the same amount of calories that you're burning, you're gonna stay the same weight, right? If you eat more calories than you're burning, then you're gonna gain weight, right? Simple math. If you eat less calories than you're burning, then you're gonna lose weight. So last year, I must have eaten the same amount of calories that I was burning because I didn't lose anything last year, but I'm so grateful that I didn't gain. You hear that noise outside? Let's go outside and see what Joe's doing. It's not like I didn't tell you I was recording inside, right?
Okay, baby.
Okay, baby. So I told Joe that this year, 2023, Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year, folks.
I told him I'm not going to let that kind of stuff bother me. If I'm taping outside and you hear these sirens going, because it seems like that's all that happens in this town anymore is sirens going by. And if he's banging or sawing outside when I've already told him I'm going to be recording, I'm not going to get mad anymore. I'm just going to like incorporate it into the video.
Yeah, be like me, don't get mad. See?
So I was talking to the people, Joe, about why we can't lose this weight. And I already said that there could be hormonal factors because that's legit, that's real. But at its basic, it is about the calories. Calories in, calories out. So now that's easy to say, but hard to do because unless you're counting or tracking calories, you're eating more than you're thinking. So if you're thinking you're eating a little bit and you're gaining weight, check the calories. Sit down and count. Always check because the calories add up pretty quickly, right? So you could say, okay, I'm gonna eat this salad. And then pretty soon you put, what's the little bread thing? What's that thing called? Croutons. You put the croutons on the top and then that added more calories to your salad, right? Then you throw some raisins in there. I mean, some crazy people like me like raisins in their salad. I don't do it, of course, but you know, some people do that. Then you start throwing, what else do they put on salads to make it more? Like nuts, some people put some nuts. And then of course the salad dressing. People just douse the salad with the salad dressing and not factoring that that's all fat and that it's very high in calories. No, I'm not telling you you can't eat salad dressing, but I'm saying just measure like a tablespoon in a container and then dip your salad into it. So I think we need to practice mindful eating and not just eat mindlessly. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm adding this. Okay, this is... Because I know somebody, I'm not calling no names, I know somebody that can start making a healthy meal and by the time they add everything they want to add into the meal, I'm like, oh my God, why did you mess up the meal like that though? You know what I mean? So we have to practice mindful eating. Let me check my notes really quickly. We have to start eating more protein. You know, so I don't know what you're going to do if you're vegan or vegetarian. I don't follow that plan of eating, although I will eat a good vegan meal from time to time. I'll eat a good vegetarian meal from time to time. The reason that I don't practice it is because my friend, not this Joe, other Joe, the health food guy, he said that a lot of people are doing veganism and vegetarianism wrong because they're not getting in enough protein. And you can get your protein that's not meat-based, but then you also have to supplement with some good amino acids. So that's just my little tidbit on that. Don't come for me, vegans and vegetarians. If you're working that program and it works for you, power to you, all right? So the next thing we want to do is do some strength exercises. Joe and I tend to do a lot of cardio because we ride the bike, right? We go 6 miles every day. When we can't ride, we walk. And I'm going to start doing chair aerobics. Not chair aerobics, chair yoga, Joe. And you just sit on the chair and you just do these. Child, I could do that because I have... Shut up, Joe, because I have heel spur, right? And not one heel.
I know you could do that, baby.
So we're going to have to do that, right? I'm trying to make us better this year, right, boo?
Right.
All right, so then... Let's run through 5 reasons why you might not be losing weight. The first one is muscle is denser than fat. So if you're like eating correct, you're counting the calories and you're exercising and everything, and you just can't move the needle on the scale, don't panic. Check your clothes. Are your clothes fitting you looser? Did you measure with the tape measure before you started? I always measure waist, hip, right thigh, right calf, right fat arm, left fat arm. I don't do here, but I do here, and neck. I do neck too. You lose off of your neck. So check that.
Yep.
And if you're losing the inches, don't panic. Now, if you keep gaining, then you're doing something wrong. Check it again, right? So people like to say, Joe, that muscle weighs more than fat, but that's not true.
See, we're the same.
Yeah, because the formula for math don't change. If it's a pound of muscle and a pound of fat, it's the same thing. Fat just takes up more space. Muscle takes up like 18% less space. So if you have like a pound of lead, right, versus a pound of feather, it's still a pound, but the feather gonna be a lot more. It's gonna fill a whole room versus maybe 2 pieces of the lead be a pound, right? So don't fall for that stupid thing about muscle wear, but it is denser, meaning that you could be losing inches and you're still having progress and you didn't know. Let's go through the other one. Okay, how much calories do you have to add to your diet to gain a pound of fat? Right? Because some people are going through sicknesses and they're down to a really bad weight and they want to put on some pounds. So let's talk about that first. You need to increase by 3,500 calories to gain 1 pound of fat. So what does that tell us? We need to decrease 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound of fat. That's a lot of calories. But if you look in your day to see what you're really eating, you might find that you're eating excess, right? So when I went to Jenny Craig in 1987, I lost a lot of weight. But Jenny Craig just throws everybody on 1,200 calories a day. That's a little bit of calories, but you will lose a lot of weight on 1,200 calories a day. So it has to go by your size, I believe. Like if you're 350 to 400 pounds, 1,200 calories a day is going to kill you.
Maybe
So
like 2,000.
Well, I have, you know what, Joe? I have a thing. Hold on, let me get this thing. Hold on. I forgot I had this thing. Talk to the people.
Hello, people. Joe here. This year we're going to do a lot of things. I'm going to do a lot of things, folks. I'm trying to do all different other stuff like I was showing you guys earlier. I'm making a lamp base, and when that finishes, I'll show you guys how it looked like.
All right. Look. Can you guys see this? This is only some of the books of the different eating plans that I've tried in the past. Some of the other books I took to the library already because they were like, I want these. So I want to show you this.
You don't need me anymore.
I need you because you're my assistant, Vanna. Hold
I'm your
on.
assistant, but I gotta.
Let me show you this. This is called the Fill Up and Go plan. PHIL because the guy name was Phil. That was smart marketing, right? And on this plan, you're never hungry. I'll tell you one thing, you're never hungry. But he has this little wheel thing here. This doesn't exist anymore, okay? I'm giving you a little bit of pearls of wisdom here. So what does it say? Female. He has for female and he has for male, this little wheel. So he says, put in your pounds, put in whatever you weigh, don't lie. Get on the scale and tell the truth. So I put in 175. I'm like 173, but I put 175 because it only has 5 pound increments. So it says metabolic foundation is 2,044. So does it mean I have to eat that much calories? I think that's the calories I have to eat to just sustain my life, to walk and jump and ride a bike and stuff, right? And it says I'm a level 3 eater. So if we were to go up, let's say we went up, let's go up from the 175, right? So 170. So I went up to 200. It says 2336, but I don't think that's what we need to eat to lose weight. I think that's what we need to eat to just sustain the weight that we have right now. But we want to lose weight, right? So then the men, of course, they get more. So he has this little program in here. I'm not doing this program. I'm just showing you some of the things that I've tried in the past. And you go to the different, I don't think I have the right page open, but I just want to show you. And it tells you what you're supposed to be eating for your meals, right? The bread, the fruit, the meat, and it tells you 3 bread, 2 meat, 1 fruit, and they have exchanges to tell you what 3 bread is, so on and so on and so on. So I'm only showing this to you to tell you that at its core, what he's doing right here is giving you your calories that you're supposed to eat for the day in order to lose weight. Now, the diet that I was most successful on in the past was this one, Atkins. I got on this plan and lost 20 pounds the first month. Joe, can I see you, baby? Why are you off to the side like this? I'm gonna turn it this way. I got on this plan, lost 20 pounds in the first 30 days, and I lost 66 pounds in a year. And I gained back some of that weight, but not all of it. Maybe 25 to 30 pounds I gained back. This is years ago. So I have two of them. This is like the old book. This is the new book. You know, this man fell in the snow and hit his head and kicked the bucket, right? They said he probably needed carbs. Oh my God, people are evil. So the next plan that I did that was really, I don't have that book with me. Okay, that was really good. Wheat Belly Total Health. And this one, I didn't lose a lot of weight, but I felt better. When I got all the wheat out of my system, I felt better. I'm not gonna be doing this plan either. Now, the other one, I have another book that I'll insert somewhere because I was supposed to put that on the table, but I guess it's still in my room. That book's my little Bible when it comes to eating and health and weight loss and stuff like that. That book's called the Carbohydrates Addict Lifespan Plan. And it's by these two doctors, their husband and wife, Dr. Rachel and Richard Heller. Look, they both have F as their middle initial. It's weird. That's weird, right? But I like these people. I bought this one. See how this lady used to look? See? Right there? I bought this one, Joe, after I did Atkins, because I was doing the first one and I liked it, but the weight loss was slow, but I really felt good. And then I did Atkins, and then I couldn't get back on to the carbs or the grains because I would like projectile throw up when I would eat those things after 14 months, right, of doing it. So I had to buy this book to ease myself back. You can really mess up yourself. You remember that one plan that I did with that blueprint thing, right, Joe, that I bought off the TV for a lot of money? And then they wanted me to eat a simple carb like a fruit with a protein for my eating plan because they go by your body type, right? And every time I would eat it, I would be nauseous all day. And then the guy next door, Xander, told me that some body types are not meant to eat simple carb with a protein. You have to put a complex carb in between to slow down that nausea. And I wanted to send the thing back because it was a 30-day money-back guarantee. And they said, continue to try it, change it up and make it suit you, blah, blah, blah. And then the 30 days passed and I never got my $300 back. That's why they did that. Now, a lot of people are doing the carnivore diet right now. That's this diet right here, the anabolic diet. All you eat is meat. What do you eat again, Barbara? Meat.
I couldn't eat meat all day.
No vegetable. I couldn't do this. We just read this. We didn't do this. So it's like the carnivore diet's kind of dangerous because you eat all that meat and then there's no kind of, vegetables, fruits, grains to like clean out your system. And then pretty soon, I don't know, but I feel like you're going to like mess up your cholesterol on that one or maybe swing it back to diabetes or something. I don't know.
Block up your arteries.
The dog came back. So remember we talked just now about tracking the calories, right? Oh, let me not get to that yet. Let me finish up what I'm doing. So we're gonna have to reduce, if you want to lose 10 pounds in 1 month, guys, we're gonna have to reduce whatever we're eating by 35,000 calories for the whole month. So if I were you, I would honestly track what I'm eating, like maybe for 2 or 3 days, write down the calories, and then times it by the 30 days and see how much more calories you're eating. So that way when you start to cut things, you know what you need to cut out 35,000 calories for us to lose 10 pounds in 1 month, right? You're lucky because you have me. Because I'll do all this homework and then you just say, what do I eat? I wish I had me. God, I wish I had me. So, to cut out 35,000 calories a month, we're going to need to cut 1,100 calories a day. You see how much you're eating? You see how much we eating?
Yeah, I don't eat a lot.
Well, we didn't gain. We just didn't lose. And I want to lose more. I want to be 150, guys. So anyways, the third one is about exercise. So 1 hour of exercise will burn you anywhere from 300 to 500 calories. Now, when Joe had this tracking thing on his bike, it was showing that he was burning more calories than I was, and I felt like I was riding the same pace that he was, but honestly I wasn't. Joe would have to like slow down to keep up with me a lot. I'm not like a slow poke rider, but I'm not as fast as Joe, and I really try. Sometimes I just imagine somebody chasing me to go faster. So Joe and I do a lot of cardio, but I think on the daily I only burn between 200 and 300 calories. Joe probably burns closer to 600, and so therefore I have to factor all of that in. So if you're like what Jada likes to do, go to the gym, burn all that calories, probably burn 600 calories, but then she stops over at Starbucks on the way back. One of them drinks is like 190 calories. Yeah, she'll bring it and share it with Joshua, but she still gets a lot of it, or stop at In and Out. Don't do that. We keep telling her, don't do that. You messed up what you just did, all right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're working out so hard and you're getting stronger, right? Don't just go offset it by eating that piece of cake again, right? We have black cake. I'm not going to eat none. Today is what, Monday? Monday the 2nd that we're taping this. I'm not going to eat none of that black cake until the weekend. This little fool next door always throwing the ball. So then number 4, inactivity can undo activity. Sitting or being inactive for a long time will undo everything that you just did at the gym. For real, for real. So every now and again, especially for me, I'm talking to my own self. When I'm editing the videos, I'm going to have to remember to get up and sweep. Get up and move. Get up and do something, because I don't want to undo what we just did on the bike in the cold. We rode on the bike on the... How is it that we have 16 cameras? I'm exaggerating, but we have a good 8 cameras. We have 16 cameras in this house, and not one camera went with us on the ride today. We have no evidence of us riding today. But you guys know we're not going to lie. So, sitting or being inactive can actually negate the benefits of exercise, as well as impact metabolism and limit your body's ability to burn fat. Child, get up off the couch, guys. So then the last one, some of us are insulin resistant. I know you hear that a lot and you think it's just a myth. It does exist. We have damaged our bodies so much throughout the years. From the time Joe was young and he would buy a sack of orange off the Orange Man truck and sit down and eat all one lick. You're messing up your body right there. You can't sit down and eat all the fruit one lick. Us was mangoes. When mango season came in, mine probably wasn't oranges, but mangoes in Belize. We're talking about growing up in Belize. And those little grapes, those little sea grapes that would come when the rainy weather come. We ate that. Oh my God. So let's not lie. We've messed up our body already, and some of us are insulin resistant. And let me tell you what that does. It insulin resistance won't let your body burn fat. Child, it's true. On starvation mode, cells will resist releasing fat. When you starve yourself, I know people that tell me, but I don't eat nothing all day, and I have one meal, you know, and the meal is small, and it could be true, but you're messing up yourself because it's holding on to all the fat because, you know, of insulin resistance. Even worse, they will store every calorie they grab. You hear that? The fat cells will store every calorie they grab. So diets high in carbs will exacerbate the situation. And carbs are fruits and vegetables are carbs, as well as the grains. And then grains are grains, and they're carbs too, right? So we say grains. So let me show one last diet that Joe and I do from time to time. The military diet has nothing to do with the military. And I have day 1, day 2, day 3. Now this, I wouldn't advise you guys to do this. But if you have that funeral or that wedding or that christening, that bar mitzvah, whatever you're going to, and you want your belly to be flat, like when we went to Joe's mom's service. We didn't do this that time, honestly, but we cut out all breads that time, right, Joe? This is something that you could do where you could shed 7 to 10 pounds in 3 days. You're gonna gain back majority of it on day 4, but it's like very little calories. And what I did, I counted it because I know it's all about calories. So on day 1, they let you eat like 1,100 calories. For Joe, he got 1,123. For me, I got 1,126. I think we picked a different fruit. One of the fruit was higher in calories. For day 2, they drop you down to 799 calories for Joe and 714 for me. Now, it's not different for men or women. It's just depending on what food we decide to swap out, because they have a stupid thing where you're supposed to eat like 2 hot dogs without the bun. I'm not eating no hot dog. That stuff is loaded with MSG. So look at this one. 1 ounce of cheddar cheese, 1 hard-boiled egg, and 5 salty crackers. That's a 216 calorie lunch. Oh my goodness. So then on day 3, they bump you back up to 800 calories there or less. So that's what they're doing. 1,200 and 700 and 800 calories will burn you 10 pounds in 3 days. So it's all about the calories again. So if you don't want to eat what they say to eat here and you want to do that, child, you're going to look good in your dress. So Joe and I went to the store yesterday. We went to Target and we picked up 3 different brands, right? Their meals. Not because we want to eat these per se. Joe and Joshua are going to eat them. I'm not going to eat them because they're too high in sodium. But, you know, for me, because I have Meniere's, I can only get in 1,000 milligrams of sodium a day. You don't do that because people are supposed to have closer to 1,500 or 2,000 a day. People are having way excess of that, but don't do what I'm doing because I'm doing that under the care of a doctor, okay? So anyways, I wanted to pick up these dishes to show you what they look like, to show you the portions. All right. I still feel like a couple of them need more vegetables. So if I ate this, I would put vegetables with it, because I know some people who start to eat this and go, but I'm still hungry when I'm done. Of course, because your stomach has all that volume, right? So eat vegetables to full up. Drink water. I don't know if you drink tea or coffee. I don't know what to tell you to do, because I don't drink tea or coffee. So I'm not the right person for that. Joe, what would you do to change your tea or coffee?
What would you do to change
What
it?
would you do to change your tea or coffee from making it be high calories and stuff? Would you get rid of the creamer maybe?
Yeah, the creamer.
But you would still put a little bit of the honey, right?
I really don't drink honey in the coffee.
What about the tea?
Yeah.
You put honey in the tea? Okay, so get rid of the creamer. High fat, right? So what I did, I made this last year. Just kind of sewed this from leftover fabric. And I put these little tabs in here. And at the start of the day, I have all my protein that I'm supposed to have, all my grains, all my vegetables, all my fruits, all my dairy, and all my healthy fats. So little cards, just little, what do you call these cards again? Index cards. And I just wrote it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 servings of protein for the day is what you need. I'm giving you some of the secrets from my Healthy Selfie ebook. That book's for sale at my site for $27. I put the price at $50 a long time ago, and I dropped it to $27 because I wanted everybody to have access to it. And I've just never changed the price. So it's 5 servings of protein for the day. What is a protein, Joel? What is a protein?
Eggs, like eggs, meat.
Meat, eggs, meat, cheese, peanut butter, all those are protein, okay? So then grains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 servings of grain. Did I get 6? Yeah. 6 serving of grains for the day. So you're not gonna get rid of your carbs / grains. You need the grains as fiber. As fiber. Now, some people can't do oatmeal. I can't do oatmeal. I wish I could, but oatmeal just really messes me up to the point that I'm in devastating pain and nausea. Don't do it. If you find something doesn't agree with you, don't do it. Remember, they put me through a test last year for 6 weeks of hell, and they found out all the things I could and could eat. I found out that I can eat yogurt, even though I'm lactose intolerant, but I can't do milk. Then vegetables, it's 5 servings of vegetables for the day. All right. So make a big garden salad and eat that sucker for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Can't say Barbara didn't give you something for free. Okay? So then here, fruit, 3. Only 3 servings of fruit a day. He want to eat like 5 servings of fruit a day. And let me tell you a little trick that I learned from the doctors Hellers, right? They say when you're going to eat your fruit or anything sweet, eat it in with your meal. Don't eat it separate like 2 hours later.
Sometimes it's not nice like that.
It's treat it like your dessert. You know how sometimes when you're done with a meal, you want something sweet, then you eat your fruit then. That's what I do. Although they say to eat the fruit first, then eat the meal. I like to eat it after. Dairy or dairy alternative is only 3 servings, all right? So if you say, well, I'm vegan, I'm vegetarian, Barbara, I don't do dairy. Well, do a dairy alternative. You know what those are. If not, buy my book. It's in my ebook. Just saying. Just saying. Healthy fats, 4. Count them, 4, baby. So your salad dressing, your nuts, good healthy fats. So what I do when I start my day, I already had my protein because I had a serving of peanut butter. I had a half a serving of peanut butter because 1 serving of peanut butter is 2 tablespoons and it's a whole 190 calories, and I make sure my breakfast is very low in calories. So 1 tablespoon plus I had a half of this little bread that I make. Sometimes I'll do waffle. So I ate the protein, so I put it here, right, babe? And I ate the grain, which is the bread. Try to do the healthier grains, the healthier breads. They're lower in calories and they're better for you, but I can't do it again because I have intestinal issues. So I did not eat my fruit because I went on my stupid bike ride. So I already missed my fruit for the day. I already missed one of the fruit. So now we're going to do lunch in a little while. And when I eat, see, I put it over when I eat the protein again. I'm going to put protein here, put grain here. I'm going to put my fruit. I'm going to put my dairy alternative, and I'm going to put my healthy fat. Just move the cards over. In the 1980s, Richard Simmons, remember Richard Simmons with the curly red hair? He had a program called Deal a Meal. I wanted Joe to buy that thing for me so bad, but it was so expensive. I made my own deal a meal. Forget you, Richard. That's all it is. He just makes you move the card over from the thing that you ate so that you're practicing mindful eating. This is for the people who don't like to journal. I don't like to journal. I don't even like people who journal because they're like know-it-all. They get on your last nerve. Somebody's going to come for me in the comments. I'm on my best FS this year. So if you like to journal, guys, go ahead and journal what you're eating. That might help you a lot. I don't like to journal, so I do it like this. I'm just giving you suggestions and ideas. You're going to do what you want to do anyways, but keep this in mind. Whatever you do for 21 days or more becomes a habit, good or bad. So you want to create good habits starting today. Well, we started yesterday on the 1st. Today is the 2nd. Good habits start today. A lot of you are going to be doing the Daniel fast. I'm not going to be creating any new videos, I think, for Daniel Fast. I'm just going to post it up here in the cards. Look, see the playlist right up here in the cards, guys? For the people who are going to be doing Daniel Fast, go on ahead and take a look at that. Remember that I did it based on the church I attended at the time. A lot of people do it differently. If you want to do it differently, just don't come for me. I'm just giving you suggestions, all right? I notice a ball is over there in the yard. Them kids throw their ball over here all the time. So anyways, guys, do you have anything to add, babe? What are you going to be doing different?
Me? Eat less.
That's good. But how do you plan to eat less?
No, just eat stuff that they give you. Eat stuff that give you more protein. I guess, I don't know. What?
What he's trying to say is eat the stuff you give me. He cooks, but I show him the portion. Tell him about the plate. Tell him really quickly about how the plate's supposed to look.
The plate's supposed to have protein, carb, and vegetables.
Well, grain, not carb. Grain.
Grain, okay. Protein, grain, and vegetables.
But you know how the plate is cut in 3?
Right.
We always put the big part as the grain, right? But the big part's supposed to be your vegetables. The small part right here is your protein. Small part protein. What else? Fruit and dairy or dairy alternative. And your fats are in with that stuff right there, all right? Finishing the show inside because Joe's making some panades, and I'm trying to pose to show you guys what I'm looking like right now. And Joe just leaves what he's doing out the light. Joe just said, what does he know? He's like that guy in Austin Powers, right? He knows exactly what to move and not do. Or to do at the wrong time. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, we're gonna do some more like this, right, Joe? As we're progressing with our health this year, we're gonna give some updates. So I hope that this like inspires you to get started. Don't treat yourself bad, all right? Start off first of all with some type of healthy bread and peanut butter in the morning and a fruit for breakfast. I did the waffles. Next day I did some bread that I made. And the healthy bread is always better. I wish I could eat those, but my intestinal problems doesn't warrant. For the panades, you see how Joe make them big? See, they're big. Eat 1 or 2, right? And I'm gonna have it with a garden salad. Hold on. Because you know, other YouTubers tell lies, not me. So see, I got my salad already made. I made this yesterday, so this is leftovers. And I might not have dressing with it because what I do with my panades, I dip it in a little bit of mayo, relish and mustard mixture that I make. I keep disappearing on you guys. See? Just a little bit left. And I'll measure out like a tablespoon of this and just dip my panades in it because I can't eat the onion because of the intestinal issues. And so I'm not going to put any salad dressing on the salad. So I hope this helps. If it does, take a look at this video or this playlist that I have lined up for you. See you next video. Bye.
This is the Beth and Tree Show.